All right, guys, in this video, I'm going to show you how to, write the function when you're given stuff like this. So by the end of the video, you should be able to write the function for these two. I want you to turn this in when you walk in the classroom. If you are in my third period class, there will be a sub. The sub expects you to turn it into them. Just give the sub the paper when you come in. For the rest of the periods, I'll be here. So you'll turn it in to me. So I want you to finish these problems by the end of the video, okay? So if it tells me that I have 0 of 2 and a vertical asymptote of x equals 7 and a horizontal asymptote of y equals 1 and a whole of, let's say, -4. Whoops. I know that the zeros come from the top. Specifically, what makes my top equal to 0? So that means if I have 2 on the top of my fraction, I need to have x minus 2. When I plug 2 into here, it gives me 0. So that goes on the top. I know my vertical asymptotes come from the denominator. So if it tells me x equals 7, that means on my denominator, I need to have x minus 7. When I plug in 7 here, it gives me 0. Horizontal asymptote of y equals 1 means that these are the same degree, which they are right now. And I divide the leading coefficients, and it's just 1 over 1. If it's 1 over 1, I don't have to put it. If it gave me a different number, I would probably have to put it, and I'll show you some examples like that. The wholes are when the top and the bottom are the same thing. So if it gives me a whole of -4, that means in the parentheses I need to have x plus 4 on the top and the bottom. So this is the function that has all of these pieces. And that's all that I do to write the function out. I'm not going to have you guys expand these. I'm going to have you just leave it like this. I'm going to do another example. So have a 0 of -3. I have a vertical asymptote of x equals 2. I have a horizontal asymptote of y equals 3 over 2. And I'm going to have a whole of -6. So zeros come from the top. I need to put f of x equals. That's every function, fraction bar. Zeros come from the top. Because this is negative, I'm going to put +3 here. Vertical asymptotes come from the bottom, so I'm going to put x minus 2 here. Horizontal asymptotes needs to be 3 over 2, so I'm going to go 3 over 2. Whole needs to be on the top and the bottom. I'm going to go x plus 6. X plus 6. And that's all that we're doing here, okay? If they don't have a whole, so I have 0 of -4 and 2. I have a vertical asymptote of x equals 7, x equals -3. I have a horizontal asymptote of 6, and I have no holes. So my top is going to be x plus 4, x minus 2. My bottom is going to be x minus 7, x plus 3. Because of the horizontal asymptote, I'm going to put a 6 on the top. I don't need anything on the bottom because 6 divided by 1 is 6. And because there's no holes, there's nothing that's the same on the top and the bottom. So that's it. That's all that we're really doing here.